All right, part two. For you cowards that needed me to start over. And for you righteous people that can't stand those cowards that said, I can't understand him. I don't know what volume control is because, they're pussies, right? Who likes them? I don't like them. They shouldn't be in charge. They need to shut up. Those mental health cowards. Anyway, the elf couldn't protect their women. They became gay, and the prison effect, prison panic, they're leveraging sexual immorality and chemistry. Gaia and Kronos castrate Uranus, god of the sky. It is said by Pan means all, to cover the light for the benefit of all the other immature, cowardly, less than fucking divine deities. He says the buttocks of Horus is preferable to the lips of Isis. So panic sex, getting the young child who's in the spirit of righteousness to panic while he's being raped by pedophiles is preferable to the lips of Isis giving you a blowjob. Now remember, sodomy is also oral sex, right? Ain't that a bitch? It goes back to the oral history, oral teaching. Okay, these are plays on words. Ironically, speaking with the lips. Okay, the oral tradition is actually superior because you don't get the nonsense, right? You don't get the nonsense that's lost in the written word. Jesus didn't write anything down. It was those cowards that wrote things down that created this immature world. I mean, there's like 1 billion Catholics. There's like 2 billion Christians. Why couldn't you people get this world together? What are you, bitches? You little Bo Peeps? Obviously, they're not all Christians. And obviously, those who are Christians, those few and far between, aren't martial artists. And therein lies the problem. You couldn't order society together. You didn't have the heart to carry your cross. And you don't have the heart to acknowledge where the light temple comes from and where to look and who to fall in line with. You're taking orders from the devil like a good little bitch. That's what you become. You face God as a bitch. He doesn't want to hear it. If I don't want to hear it, how much more God who has seen this thing through? You're damn right, you're done. You're blotted out of the book of life. That's why they don't explore hell enough. You're gone. You've set the stage for your kids to be blotted out of the book of life after not being able to face their creator with honor. The Pharaoh was the follower of Horus, Haru. Face us. Face yourself, face you, face A, face E, face I, face O, face everybody with sacred morality intact. When we weigh your heart against a feather, the feather of truth. If you're covering up the light, can you face God in truth? No, you cannot. You're done. Okay, moving on. And you'll see these bitches pretending like, oh, Egypt is actually in the Bible more than Israel is as a word. Okay, Joseph went to Egypt, and he was found favor with the, Genesis 41:45 or something like that, with the priest, the daughter of the priest of On, Heliopolis. That's where the Jews came from. It was Joseph that really put it down. He had the heart to tell Pharaoh what his dream was after being in prison. Okay? Abraham went over there with all due respect, and he started acting like a bitch. He didn't have heart. Bread is the ancient symbol of heart. Bethlehem, the house of bread. Egypt, the warehouse of bread, the inundation of the Nile. But they explained it as the bread of God. You see Jesus talking about the yeast of the Pharisees. The bread of God, not the bread of this world. You fucking cowards who are bread of this world. Your kingdom that you're bred in the spirit of is of this world. And you're going to sit there like you know better. You're going to sit there like, I'm afraid of what will happen to my... Why aren't you afraid of God? You're afraid of what will happen, what the devil will do to you and not what God will do to you? That's like saying your ideal man is the devil. Your alpha male, spiritually and otherwise, mind, body, and soul, is the devil and not God and not Pharaoh. Don't you see? You can't serve two masters. You can't say a cute little prayer and bow to Pharaoh and be welcomed through the gates. You have to rise up. They say, well, the devil was a rebel. The devil was rebelling against God, not the divine order of God. Are you that stupid? Are you that much of a coward that you're that unwise? Heart, wisdom, hand in hand. Ezekiel 9. Mark of the beast on the head, mark of God on the head. Right hand of God versus right hand of the devil. Your works, you know them by their works. And you must consider stumbling blocks and obstacles. All right. And that goes back to why women are wrong for showing off they're adding to the stumbling blocks and obstacles. And then they're saying, well, these guys are raping us. They're raping women. They're raping them because you're helping them. You're tripping them and saying they're slipping and falling on my pussy. You're raping them and you're standing in place so they fall on your pussy. And then you have the nerve to say they're raping us. They're wrong. You're wrong. Shut up. Moving on. So Gaia and Kronos castrate Uranus, god of the sky, buttocks of, okay, we went over that. They screen out the sunlight temple and the revolutionary dream, right? The revolution, this circle, the 9, right? The 9, 360 degrees, 720. Keep adding 360. 3 plus 6 is 9. 7 plus 2 is 9, and so on. The circle, okay? The sun cycle, and then Eri. Now, Eri can be the E, it can be the A. Not everyone related to the Ethiopians. We're all Ethiopians. It goes back to the monarch, the Ark of the Covenant. The Ark, the man Ark. Which man are you following? Are you following some she-man? Some gender-neutral Baphomet man? Are you following the top martial artist? Who are you following? Who are you following and why? What is the way? You go to church, you admit that, hey, I don't know the Bible better than you. Well, fuck knowing the Bible. Do you know the Spirit? Do you sense and convey the Spirit? Fuck how much you've read the Bible. The Bible wasn't written by Christ. It wasn't written by Moses. It wasn't written by any of the prophets. What doesn't matter? I can have a criminal write me some bullshit that gives me the upper hand too. Fucking throw it in the fire. If you cannot extract the Spirit from it for the life of you, throw it in the fire. Moving on. A dose of reality is the worst chemical imbalance according to the traitors in mental health. Now that you live in reality, you're like, fuck, I'm panicking, I'm worked up, I want to yell, I want to say, stop raping the kids, stop raping our women, stop killing people, stop putting drugs and fillers and things that don't need to be in the food, stop messing up my mind, body, and soul. I want to yell at you, I want to fill up, right? That creates a chemical imbalance according to these cowards who are going to drug you and shrink your brain, literally and otherwise, shrink your social status, shrink your self-esteem, right? A shrink. Just absolute nonsense. A therapist, the rapist. They're helping the rapist. Logos, psychology. Psychiatry. The A is the bull, not the hawk. Psychiatry. Okay? Moving on. So, life and death as the reproductive cycle. You wage spiritual war. It's the spirit you breed in. If you shun people like me and you have sex with cowards, you are helping the devil. How are you going to go through life helping them build their new world order, having sex with their minions, having satanic sex, kinky sex, all kinds of satanic sodomy positions and so on, and then turn around and say that you should go to heaven because you said a few prayers? Let me put things in perspective. If a criminal raped a woman every day and beat her bloody, she's missing her teeth, she's crippled, she's dumb, she's in a coma, and he says, I pray to God should forgive me, on his, every day while he's doing it. Should he be forgiven? Of course not. And how much more you? How much more condemned are you? My goodness. And we're going to say a prayer with a bunch of pedophiles, and that makes it okay. We're going to read in the news every day that there's pedophiles in the church, there's Satanists doing rituals in the fucking basement of churches, and then we're going to say a prayer in that church. It's going to be okay. We're going to fucking say a prayer in our homes because the church is corrupt, and we're going to keep being complicit, and it's going to be okay. We're going to be racist, we're going to be fucking feminists, we're going to be pedophiles, and it's going to be okay. It's stupid. It's stupid. You don't have the heart. You don't have the heart. It's a God of love, and you don't have the heart, and you don't connect the two, and you think you deserve to go to heaven. What about the people that carried their cross? How can you sit there like you deserve to go to the same place as the martyrs, as the people who carried their cross with heart and wisdom? It's stupid. It's stupid. And then you can compare your struggle to theirs. Well, I'm living nice. I have a nice family. I have a bunch of kids. We're all doing fine here, but I have the death of the flesh. I assure you, I have the death of flesh. Shut the fuck up. If you do not die in the Spirit of God as you live, you do not go to heaven. You fucking cowardly, unwise idiots. How could you not see that? But maybe you can help us with that. I am the messenger. I can't help you with anything but get your facts straight and what the divine order is. And where the admiration and the loyalty, Lael, of potential wives belong, if the most attractive women from your churches aren't presenting themselves to me, who are they loyal to? The fuck is wrong with you? All your churches are hellholes. And you're all going to hell. So it's because he doesn't get any pussy. It's because, shut the fuck up. I am the top martial artist. Not you, not him, not Jackie fucking Chan. Are they swelling up with righteous indignation? Are they persecuted, blinded, made skinny, tinnitus? Use your fucking head. A bunch of pedophiles in Hollywood and the media have elevated them, and you think that they're the top martial artist. Like fame in hell makes one great. How stupid are you? And you sit there like there's satanic pedophile cults running society, and then you believe what they say. How stupid are you? Shit pisses me off, man. It pisses me off. We're talking about sex and manhood and penis size. Black dicks are proven through porn to be... No one gives a shit who's the biggest dick around. God doesn't say, hey, why didn't you breed with the big dicks? No one fucking cares. My dick isn't the biggest dick. I'll go ahead and say I don't give a flying fuck. I'm not some mini-me pussy who has to fucking rape women with drugs and psychiatry, fooling them into their devil, serpent, viper bed. I am a man, not a liar. I tell the truth and walk in light. I don't hide behind the cowards. Fuck that shit. I'm not some child fucking whore trying to be a man. I am a man. I am the man, Ebo. All right, so the elves have a baby face. Okay, we'll go through, okay, short gay guy compensating little man complex, dick called little man. It led to this little man ideal. The witch, the wizard, big troll, orc, or sea, right? Troll or sea, troll and orc. Okay, women control, blah, blah, yeah, right about now, people are acting like bitches. Look. If you don't understand why I felt the need to yell, quit your job in mental health. You don't know anything. If you can't relate to me, you don't know anything. If you can't see why I'm right, you don't know anything. If you can't see why people have to yell at a bunch of brain-dead fucking cowards that need to understand they need heart, you don't know anything. We are at war with pedophiles, rapists, eugenicists, and scum. You don't slay the dragon with a little fluffy pink fucking toy saying, okay guys, are you ready? You man up in the pure spirit of righteous indignation. You outmaneuver them and you hit them where it hurts. You cut the snake off at its head. You don't just keep bashing it everywhere you can. You surgically cut off its fucking head. Yes, a lot of people are going to be mad at me about this shit. They're called bitches. And they need to wear a hat that says, I am a bitch. So that they at least have the honor to breed with the bitches and not confuse people who might otherwise find the light. Do you put light, do you put a light under your, I want to see in the dark, so I'm going to take a flashlight and put it upside down on the ground. You put it so all can see. The sun doesn't hide itself. It makes it so you can see. The bright morning star, Malachi, the son of righteousness, so you can see the truth. If they're not making it so you can see the truth, and they're avoiding my martial arts argument and giving me my rightful place, yes, they're Satanists. Yes, they're part of the bull that covers the light. Yes, you cannot serve two masters. Anything less than attractive is unattractive. What about halfway? She's still unattractive. If she's not labeled attractive, she's unattractive. If they're not good, they're evil. What about halfway between good and evil is evil? If it's not on the good side, it's the evil. If it's like, I'm going to walk a fine line, no. We're not tightrope walking as hippos. Look. Just get through this. Toxic masculinity, alchemy, the sun, the elf disc, right backwards, the flea disc, they fleed, Hades hides, okay? So there's some elves that in their flesh, if they accept their flesh and not the spirit of God, all they'll ever be is a flea raping women and trying to get cowards to team up with them to control everyone else. Is that what you people really want? I mean, it's pathetic. That's what you want for your kids. Then you face God and fucking, you don't have everlasting life, and you use some fucking nonsense con artist book to justify it. It's stupid. That's why so many Jews aren't even fucking Jews. They're just, well, I'm out of time. Yeah, I pretty much covered everything anyway.